I had a conversation yesterday with a guy who is brand new to bow hunting, brand new. And he said he's going to start looking for big, mature bulls, right? And that was in this conversation.
Okay.
Big, mature. He said he wants a big elk, bull elk. And I'm like, good luck, buddy. Right off the bat,
Yeah.
good luck, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're traveling like we travel for elk.
Right.
But there's so many times that I think the worst thing to do, because this happened to me. I went right from being a bow hunter, and I've had a bow since 1994, and when I was 14 years old, 13, even shit, maybe even 92. Holy shit. Since 1992, and I've been shooting and trying to kill deer every year since then. Starting to go, I think this is a huge mistake, especially for new hunters, trying to go after um, mature whitetails right away is a mistake. I feel like for me, that caused me more problems than it did actually going out and going through like a big, it's brown, it's down phase.
Yeah, I mean, I'll piggyback on that. So I had to take my first deer ever that I shot. I had to take him off the wall the other day because we had a new window installed. Well,
Mm-hmm.
as I took it down, I went and put it in storage in the basement for now. And I was kind of reminiscing about that hunt, and we talked about that hunt I think it was last week.
Yeah.
And I look back on it, and I'm like, man, I hunted self-taught for 3 years before I pulled the trigger on anything.
Right.
Now, I saw multiple deer that I could have shot, does, smaller bucks, and everything like that. And it just so happened that I shot a very, very nice buck, and I remember guys back then, you used to have to take them to a check station. Guys are like, you'll never top that buck. That'll be the biggest buck you ever shoot. And in hindsight, the very next year, I regressed so drastically that I shot a little 4-point buck, and then I almost had to reclimb that ladder to get to that status, and it took me several years to shoot a buck of that caliber again. And I saw to your point, if I would have spent my time from the get-go knowing that I was only going to trophy hunt, the odds of your success are one in every 5 years, one in every, if you're being self-taught and you're going into this with the mindset of you're going to hang something on the wall, more power to you. But I hope you have realistic expectations with it's
Yeah.
not a slam dunk right away.
Oh
And
my
and
God.
and to me, the process of it is so much more enjoyable if you learn the steps of it, learn the rungs of it. That's why
Yeah.
I've tried to teach my brother when he got into, or when I got him into it, and then my kids now that they've gotten into it, their itch is for something bigger, or their itch is for a buck, and that has been to me eye opening as far as that goes. That'd be my advice for anybody just starting out.